What's up, everyone? What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing? What's up? Welcome to the live stream, my brothers. Welcome. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Laughing Man. What's up, my brother? What's up? You're always here. You're always here early. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. I have a lot of clips tonight. That I wanted to react with you guys, watch it with you guys, because this is a thing, okay? My TikTok algorithm has been slowly and surely withering away my mentality, right? My sanity. And you probably will feel that tonight, right? I'm gonna, TikTok made me suffer. I'm gonna share that suffering with you guys, right? I'm gonna share that suffering with you guys because I've been getting a lot of videos of honestly just absolutely miserable women. These women are absolutely disgusting. Now, if you saw my and I'm sorry, right? Saturday I couldn't make it. I was doing I was hanging out with I was at a party with some friends, so sorry about that. I still miss you guys, right? I was in the chat. I know it wasn't live, so it wasn't as fun as some of you guys wanted, but still, I think those were some good videos, right? I think there were some good videos. Now, if you guys watch that, you guys would understand how I'm feeling with how miserable so many women are, right? And this is why, I put tonight's title is that because I've been watching so many miserable women. Now, I say this, okay? I agree. Online women are not necessarily the representation of all women or women in real life, okay? But let's say this. I don't believe that it's that far off. Now, of course, are you going to find women that are different than online women? Of course. Okay, I think online women are the worst of women. But, a lot of us men are experiencing how, terrible women are in general, how delusional women are in general, how insane their expectations are, how one-sided they are, how selfish they are, even in real life. So I don't think it's that far off. Like I said, it's more of an extreme online. But I don't know. For the last, couple of days, watching a lot of these online videos, which this is why, sometimes I agree. You got to get, you step away. You got to do other things. So, don't be chronically online. I agree with that. But this is how our world is today, where a lot of us, if not the majority of us, are online. It's just how it is. And we get affected by what's going on online. So I said this where I don't really give prescriptions, but sometimes with how, like I said, how I've been viewing things with women's ideologies, women's personalities, women's attitude now, a prescription I always said, right, is either go, I always promote men to, have a passport, expand your options, okay? But I've been slowly, maybe even go MGTOW, right? Either go MGTOW or passport, bros, because honestly, so many women are insufferable. So we'll see about that tonight, right? I have a lot of videos, so bear with me, all right? Like I said, all these videos have been very soul crushing, very mentally taxing. So I'm going to share that suffering with you guys. All right. So let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling with this. Richard, American women are so bad. I stopped dating them 15 years ago. I've been in a 7-year relationship with a Filipina and couldn't be happier. Amazing. See, this is like Richard said, right? And this is the point. This is why I promote that. I'm not telling people that, oh, passport bros is a thing to do. No, but I say this. Expand your options. Be the best version you can be, right? As a man, be the best version for yourself, right? Be the best mentally. Like, the best also doesn't mean that you got to be the top, right? It's just you be the best version where you can find contentment, where you can find happiness. So whatever that would be, right? If you think the best version of yourself is a 60K man, a 70K man, an 80K man, then that's the best version of yourself, right? Yeah. So, don't necessarily think, oh, I need to be 6-figure to be the best person. No, you don't. So be the best version of yourself for yourself. And then also expand your options. Having a passport opens, right, your pool of dating, right? So you're not just dealing with Western women, right? You can deal with women all over the world. And to be honest, you'll probably see it with tonight, right? All these Western women are absolutely taxing. They are tiring. So this is why I say expand your options. Red Door, what's up, my sister? What's up? How you doing? All right. Okay. All right. Let's start out tonight with this video. Oh, wait. All right, let's start out with this video.
Update. We just left. It was just everywhere. But we love the
Hot take. Real men want nothing to do with women who record themselves in their cars. Why would any normal working man pay to attend a dating event when he can walk around being rejected and made to feel worthless on a normal day for free? Think about it from a logical perspective.
This is the thing where women are living in such a delusional world, okay? Not a single man came up to us at a singles night, so we took the party outside. Women have created such a uninhabitable environment. Women, again, live in a duality. So on one hand, women complain that men are approaching, right? Women complain that men are approaching. But also on the other hand, that women also complain that men don't approach. This is the insanity of women. This is the insanity of women, where women have made dating insufferable, right? Women have made dating a chore. Women have made dating a extremely shitty experience for men. And it's women's fault.
Singles events were a dead end 25 years ago. They're just pathetic now. Remember, fellas, these ladies aren't mad because they can't meet men. They're upset because they can't meet the tall, athletic millionaire working in finance.
Y'all fit check, headed to a speed dating.
It's crazy, right? Richard said, I was married 3 times to American women. Let them be stay-at-home wives. All 3 cheated on me. One with my brother. Fuck, that's shitty. Another with her own sister's fiance. 2 weeks before they were wed. That is unbelievable. That is crazy. And this is the problem. There's no values. Right? That's the duality of a lot of women. They they want men of tradition. They want men of value. But they themselves have 0 value.
Event that I am not excited about. This is actually my worst nightmare. But here we are. trying new things in 2025 in the name of IRL dating and deleting the apps.
You know how I find it insane that women say, it's my worst nightmare. And then they think that good outcomes will be, right? So you are going, it's like women don't see that you have the energy of this is your worst nightmare. You have the energy, you have bad energy, right? You have a bad attitude. You have a bad persona going into something. And then you wonder why you get bad results. And yes, exactly. I think I like Red Door said, women today are materialistic. This is the sad part. There's no more things about love. It's not about love anymore, right? What we grew up on thinking about, fairy tale shit, which is, that's probably a shitty, that's probably, disgusting in itself or terrible in itself, thinking about fairy tale love, soulmates, all that shit. Yeah, it's nothing special anymore.
Here we go. Men act like the prize simply because we outnumber them. We outnumber them, truly. In there was 75 women and 10 men. 10. I have so much to tell you. I lasted 17 minutes in there. Worst and only dating event I've ever been to.
Well, it sounds to me like those men were the...
It is funny that, when tonight we'll be talking about it, right? How women have said a boyfriend is embarrassing, right? Right now, I just did it with my last live stream where women have written, a woman have written an article, which I will talk about later on tonight, written an article saying having a boyfriend is embarrassing. I find it really funny where women have created the narrative, okay, that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Men are dangerous. Don't approach me. You're strong, independent. You don't need no man. You can do worse on your own. I mean, you don't go 50-50. You don't need, it's like women have created the narrative of, honestly, you are miserable people. You are better off left alone. And then they complain. They complain about being alone. They complain that they're trying to date, but they can't find nobody. Why would you? This is the insanity. Find someone. For years now, you have been saying that you are better off left alone. Right? That men are nothing. Men are garbage. Men are embarrassing. Men are violent. Men are dangerous. The narrative you created of just shitting on men and saying you're better off alone. Yet you are the one to complain about being alone.
Prize at the event. Let's get something clear. Those 75 women were not fighting for the attention of those 10 men. The 75 women were hoping that an extremely rich Chad, who wanted to settle down, would show up and sweep them off their feet. They're still holding on to that delusion.
Which is funny, right? You gotta think about it. 75 women and then 10 men. You would at least think all 10 of those men would have found someone. I guarantee you they wouldn't. Even when the numbers are despairing, right? Or the numbers are such a different offshoot, right? One man for, every, 7 to 10 women. And yet he probably still walks out of there single, walks out of there alone. Ain't that something?
Your ideal age range in a guy?
Probably 20 to 22.
And what is your ideal race in a guy?
I guess white. I don't really have a preference.
And what is the minimum height that a guy can be?
I would say 5'9".
5'9"?
Yeah, I'd say 5'9" or higher. I mean, I prefer taller, but gotta give the...
Well, what's your preference?
Short kings are shot. They have...
But
They
you
make up for it. They always do.
Have you ever given someone under 5'9" a chance?
No, I have not.
And what's the minimum...
You just said give short kings a shot. You never given any man under 5'9" a shot. It is insane to say the average height for men is about 5'8", okay? The average height for men, 5'8". And you called average height for men short. Short is like you're 5'3", you're 5'5", right? I think that's short. To say the average height for men is short is absolutely unrealistic.
Income that your ideal guy should make.
That's hard. Maybe like post graduation after a couple years, like 80 grand.
What should he do to make that? And
You want a 22-year-old to make 80 grand. What do you think you think every 22-year-old is working at Facebook?
Gotta love the engineers. Gotta love the STEM boys.
Based off of those answers, the probability that you are going to find true love is 2.3%.
That's sad. I mean, it's true out here nowadays.
They say dating is difficult, but they're the ones that make it difficult.
Telling themselves all the time. They do it in my comments.
I've been saying this, right? I've said this countless times before. Dating for women is easy. It is easy, right? You want a nice guy? He's there. You want a guy that's respectful to you? He's there. You want a guy that's loyal to you? He's there. Hell, you want a guy that makes 6 figures? He's there. You want a guy that won't cheat on you? He's there. A guy that don't lie to you? He's there. The problem is she wants the total package. She wants the total package in the best looking man, in the most charming man, the most wealthy man. She wants the absolute perfect ass man. While you want the perfect ass man, you'll date the bad boys in between. It's absolutely ridiculous. Women make it hard for themselves.
They've done it in real life.
Ooh, how so?
Will admit that the only reason that they are asking women out on coffee dates are to check the vibe, to see if she's worth a $200 dinner, to see if there's chemistry.
A $200 dinner? Seriously, is that what's expected now? I mean, I can see why a lot of guys would want to remain single if that's the prospect and the apparent cost of dating nowadays.
I once saw a comedian who talked about his experience at a speed dating event. Apparently, he got rejected 27 times. He said it was like 4 years of high school compressed into 3 hours.
Or are some individuals just being silly on purpose and actually expecting someone to spend that amount without actually getting to know them? Of course, coffee dates are there to check and see if there's chemistry, if there's a vibe. Because
I find it insane how any woman, okay, complains about coffee dates. Because this is a thing, this is the insanity, right? You don't know if you like the person. You don't know. Women have destroyed the talking stage, right? Women are complaining about, oh, do men want to be pen pals? You're trying to get to know each other. Why are you trying to waste each other's time? This is why men have pushed coffee dates, where they're trying to actually. Do you even want to get to know me? Do you even want to spend time with me? A lot of times, these women are going on dates with men they do not know, they do not like. And then they put the pressure on the man to change her mind into liking him.
otherwise, it would just be a complete waste of everyone's time, not to mention their money.
Just immature.
Well, that's not what I'm seeing that's immature here.
I personally, I'm not going out with men who have that type of mindset where I need to prove a dinner date. Like you can't just invest in a dinner date to get to know me. You can't just put in that upfront investment to get to know women.
Here's the thing. 99% of the time, it's a losing investment. 99%, it's a losing investment. So since I promote, right? I promote investing. Don't invest in women. Do not invest in women. It's like 100% you are investing in a penny stock. 100%. 99.9% of the time, you will lose. Exactly. Some of them only want a free meal. This is a problem with a lot of women where you have to prove yourself to her, right? And you have to pay. You have to pay to prove yourself to her. That is the insanity. No. Coffee dates. I love it how men are slowly happening, gaining boundaries and self-respect. Right? I love it where men are adapting to the dating market. I love it. It's happening slowly, but men are stepping up. More and more men have self-respect. Right? I ain't gonna waste my money on a woman that won't even give a shit about me.
Investment, huh? That's a nice way of almost equating women to property.
Where are we meeting the men that don't suck? Where are we finding them?
Sweetie, sucking is your job.
I got 2 words for you.
Suck it!
Now, if you're looking for men who are boyfriend and marriage material, you can find them balls deep in your friend zone.
Maybe they're at the singles events? Let's find out.
I just want to invite you to an exciting event. We're having a singles night. So have a look at my events and please come and join us.
Get unready with me while I tell you about my experience speed dating in New York City. We walk up to two girls and we're like, this selection? Literally every single guy was 5'6" or under, and there was not one cute guy.
I love the astronomical levels.
Becky, I agree. Men should leave women alone. This is a thing where I've been on record of saying that men should leave women alone. Stop approaching. I wish all men, right, would stop approaching Western women. I wish it. If I could wave a magic wand, I wish all men would stop approaching Western women. I really do. Right? I've said that women are better off alone. Western women are better off alone. So, Becky, I agree. And I've been on record of saying it. Not sarcastically, not trying to make fun of anyone, right? Not trying to be misogynistic or anything. I've been on record of saying that I wish more men would leave women alone. Leave Western women alone. They are better off alone, right? If they want a man, they should approach. That's my opinion, right? Because then, right, if women approach, guess what? They would have to pay. Women have said it, right? The person who initiated has to pay. Well, okay. So the men that they would have to, right, wine and dine, let's see if women would do it. If they don't do it, then okay. This is why I also said that men, get your passport. Because leave Western women alone. If they don't approach, you have the rest of the world, right? You have the rest of the world to find a better woman.
Of projection girls give off these days. They burn, snub, reject, and turn their noses up on dudes that used to.
What's up, Apollo, what's up, my brother? Thank you. Thank you for loving the setup. I mean, I'm a big geek, right? Again, you know what? One of this, why I like to show this off, is that men have focus on yourself, right? This right here shows you that you got to care about yourself. Have hobbies. I've tried to develop where my focus is not always on women, right? Hell, I have very little focus on women right now. I put my focus on myself. Gain self-respect, gain self-love. My life is not, I don't put a woman on a pedestal. And I did it when I was young. And it was a terrible experience. What's up, my brother? PA, what's up, my brother? And I agree. That's what I'm saying, right? I think Western women are quite miserable. So I've said this before. Expand your options. Don't approach. This is the problem, right? Good men listen. Good men have stopped approaching. Guess what? Guess what women have now? Only the shitty men. Only the shitty men, the players, the bad boys, the Chads, the Tyrones, the Pookies. Those are the men that are approaching. But hell, those are the men that you have to deal with now.
Like them, and they have the nerve to ask where all the good men are when we gave up on them and settled for peace and quiet. They all followed.
Thank you. Thank you for coming by the channel.
The same story of chasing and giving it up to Chad for free. And once they fail to change him and he ghosts her, they want a good man to use as an ATM.
Went to a singles mix-up, and only women showed up.
And all these things, these single events, don't go. Don't go. Leave women to their own devices. I said this before. For years, women have been shitting on men. Okay? Women have created the narrative of you don't need no man, right? Women are strong, independent. They don't need no man. Men are dangerous. They'd rather pick the bear. Okay? It's embarrassing to have a boyfriend. Right? Women marry men and then shit on men, right? Shit on their husbands online. Say shit about their husbands online. This is the shit, right? Stop it. Stop marrying. Stop being with these miserable women. Stop. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, okay? You are better off finding, either go MGTOW, right? Go your own way, or do passport bros.
Where do single men between the ages of 28 and 40 go on Saturday?
Yep. This is what exactly what PA said. Okay, I had like 3. Same with me, right? I had about, I think, four long-term relationships. I'm done, right? I'm done with Western women. Because honestly, it's not worth it anymore. Exactly. Men need to hear it. I said this before. I don't give prescription, but you know what? Going MGTOW or going Passport Bros, that is my prescription, right? Be the best version of yourself, and then either go MGTOW or do Passport Bros.
Saturdays. And I don't mean like a specific restaurant or a specific location. I mean, generally speaking. Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like?
Come get me.
And you know what? This is the thing where the fun content is women like this, right? Complaining. Where are all the men at? Why there aren't men in single events? What is... fuck that shit. You do not qualify for good men. I'm sorry. Western women do not qualify for good men. They don't. Nathan, my brother, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are amazing, right? Thank you for loving the content. Thank you for checking it out. But this is the thing. I'm being respectful to women. I do not hate women. Okay? But I won't cry when they suffer from their consequences. I promote men, please, leave women alone. Leave Western women alone. Right? If you are a good man, right? If you are a good man, you do not deserve to be shitted on by Western women. Be the best version of yourself, right? Best version of yourself physically, best version of yourself mentally, best version of yourself financially. Get a passport. Open your dating options to the rest of the world. Or go MGTOW, right? Go MGTOW. Focus on yourself, right? Have sex when you have the urge, right? You can pay for it, whatever. And do your hobbies, right? Do your alone times, exercise, make your money, hang out with your friends. Because here's the thing, right? This channel, I swear, we are brothers, right? I have lives every week. Lives every week. Come on. Come over. Let's chat. Let's hang out. Let's watch women go crazy. Let's watch women's hypocrisies. We're chilling. We're having fun. I consider every one of you guys in the chat, every one of you guys who follow me, every one of you guys who support me as my friends, as my brothers. All right? You're not alone. You're not alone. So that's the thing.
I'm tired of...
Like, seriously, I'm putting myself at this. Literally, no.
There's not a single
Where
soul
are
here.
all the men?
I have not...
The problem is that most women have no sense of time. They believe that life is a story of a rainbow princess revolving around them. If they hit the hard wall at 35 and are still single, it will be almost impossible for them to get a partnership. Then at 40, men start dying and the pool of available men shrinks a lot. Women are ruining relationships, marriages, families, and men. I have no empathy for them and just ignore them.
So we have been waitlisted for speed dating. I guess way more women than men signed up. So unless a lot of men sign up before the event, we don't get to go.
Dating right now.
That's insane. A wait list for speed dating? Women have a wait list for speed dating because so many women are signing up for speed dating. Let them suffer. I'm sorry. Let women suffer from their fucking consequences. Leave them alone. Leave women alone, right? We are right here. We are good men. All right? Don't deal with them. Right? Respectfully decline. Respectfully, now I'll leave you to the Chads. I leave you to the Pookies. I'll leave you to the players, right? Respectfully, the players can have you. The bad boys can have you. The Pookies can have you. Good men, we will care about, we will hold on to our boundaries. We will improve ourselves physically, mentally, financially, and then we will open up our options to the world, right? Let the Pookies have you. Let the Pookies have these women. Respectfully, right? You for years you have said no. For years you have turned down men. For years you have shitted on men. You want to pick the bear? The Pookie's right there, right? Go for it. Please like, guys. Please like. Help me out.
2024 is the hardest thing that I've ever done in my entire life.
I am out here wiping mounds of snow off of my car just so I can head to a speed dating event tonight that I paid $40 for to play icebreaker games with random men. What am I doing? This isn't even worth it. What is this all for?
I'm going to say it, and you're not going to like what I have to say. You're not going to like it, man. You're not going to like it. Where are the real men at? I'm sick of it.
Forgot how useless men are nowadays.
We just got to a speed dating event. Wish us the best of luck because we're
Call men useless, and then say where are all the men at these events? Right? Call men violent, and where are the men at a speeding date event? Right? Call men dangerous. Call men creepy, and then say where are the men at? That's the thing.
actually really nervous. So let's see how this plays out.
A few moments later.
We showed him pictures of guys that were at the event. Your mom laughed. And his first reaction to the first picture was, whoa.
No.
And then I sent my mom pictures and she was just laughing emojis.
Yeah.
How many times have we said it? Okay? Only the most desperate of desperate men go to these fucking events. Only the most desperate of desperate men go to these events. And guess what? I'm sorry, men. Women don't want you. Right? You are desperate. Only the most desperate of desperate men go to these events. Because here's the thing. They're still shitting on you. Right? They're still shitting on you. They say, where are the men at? Men that come, oh, these men are, these men are, what? Right? Like, they will shit on you for going to these events. I'm sorry, right? This is why on this channel, I promote men to love themselves, to have some self-respect. Going to these fucking events, these dating events, you have no self-respect. These are the women, right, that will shit on you.
Look, y'all, there's a speed dating thing here tomorrow night for Christians. Should I go? I don't know. It's so awkward.
I think the reason that, I sleep with so many guys is because it's the only time I can really feel validation from a man. I mean, my dad told me every single day until he died that I was a failure of a daughter.
So you're getting closure by proving your father's point.
Congratulations.
I like that clip, right? I've seen that clip before. I love that one. That was funny as shit.
You played yourself.
Ladies, imagine if a man walked up to you and said, "Good news. I have decided that you are good enough to spend money on me, pursue me, and flatter me. But understand, I will owe you nothing, and will expect you to keep me happy always until I get bored with you or find a better opportunity." Would you jump at that opportunity? No? Now you know how men feel.
PSA, I am only dating hot guys. This is the Hawkeye era. I'm only going to date hot men from now on.
Come with us to a singles event in Chicago.
You know how ego crushing it is to deal with Western women. How embarrassing it is to deal with Western women. You're not good looking enough. You're not charming enough. You're not funny enough. You're not wealthy enough. You're not tall enough. You're not athletic enough. You're just never enough. You are never enough for these women. And this is why I promote men. Have some self-respect. Love yourself. Please. Right? Because I care. I mean, no, I know it, right? I know it. Nobody cares about men, right? Neither men nor women care. And this is why I created this channel. I want to show you that I do care. I want to show you that I do care. Because things like this is destroying you. I watch these things, right? It fucking messes up with my mind. Just imagine that how many men are inundated by so much insult, so much belittling. It is soul crushing. But this is why I promote men. Focus on yourself. Care for yourself. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Right?
These were the fits, and after we took this clip, we passed a naked man on State Street, and that really set the tone for the rest of the night. This thing was at Spin, and it was packed, but the dating pool was grim. We did befriend two guys, and we went to a bar with them after, but I don't think they realized we were trying to friend zone them, and this is us walking home.
It was packed. The options were grim. The two men you interacted with, you try to friend zone them. At a dating event, you are trying to friend zone men. I said it, right? I've said this, okay? The only men that go to these fucking events are the most desperate of desperate men. Respect yourself, please.
I'll spare the audio, but never again.
The tables are being turned, and instead of men chasing the women, women will now chase the men. No more simping, no more buying them meals, no more chasing. Hold the line.
All right, I am looking for a guy, a single guy. Where are the single men at in Atlanta that are not absolutely unhinged?
The only thing I'm going to be doing at 12 o'clock tonight is kicking any man away that tries to come near me. You're not going to ruin my year on day one, my love.
That is that's the duality I've been talking about. One minute I want to kick men away. The next minute, where are the men at? I'm done. I'm done with your bullshit. I'm done with your hypocrisy. Right? I am done. And this is what I'm doing, right? We're all adults. Do what you want to do. But I'm done. Right? I'm done with being shitted on. No, I'm good. I'm not on here, right, for women's entertainment. I'm done. So we don't need to do this, right?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Where are all the men? Where can I find a good man? Where can I find a man? Where are all the men?
What would you want the minimum yearly income to be for your future husband?
Here we go.
Minimum, $1 million.
What's ideal?
Multi-million.
What?
I did not meet my husband. Honestly, I feel like the event was pretty poorly organized. Like, everyone was kind of just in a room.
Richard said, right? Guys, just go overseas. The difference between the two cultures is night and day. This is the thing where I've said this before, okay? Women wherever the world, right? In the Philippines, in the US, it's all about money too. But, right? You hope that it also comes with a bit of culture, a bit of tradition where, yes, you have to pay for it, even over there. You have to pay for women wherever it is. It has to be on money. But at least maybe she will respect you. At least she'll maybe even love you, okay? At least she'll maybe be traditional to you. At least she may be loyal to you. That's what we hope for.
And I don't know, there was just
Laughing Man, what's up, my brother?
like no natural mingling going on. Oh, and there were no tacos. They promised us tacos and there were no tacos. Another thing, but this one I kind of expected, that there were just so many more women than men.
Your name and age?
Braylon, I'm 37.
Okay. And Braylon, why did you pop your balloon?
Initially I thought the shoe was beautiful, but it was too much weave. The toes hanging off the shoes for me. So yeah, I just kind of, the toes like she gripping the side of the shoe.
Rejected.
What we're witnessing now has been building up for a while, and we've reached the point of no return. Men are pulling back from society en masse, because for years we've been told that we don't matter, and that the future is female.
Where are the single men at in Atlanta?
Men don't go after women anymore nowadays, and part of the reason is that it's just become so hard, because we women have become so demanding.
How long did you make this guy wait?
Yeah, I think it was like 5 dates.
And then what about that one other guy that was in between?
Yeah, that was like the first date. I don't do that anymore.
Women. The guy that is worthy of something longer term or continuous or even a relationship, he gets to wait. That's always confusing to me. As a guy, though, I would be like, hold up.
We've been told that we're naturally toxic and are labeled as creeps whenever we show interest in a woman. We finally had enough disrespect, and we are going our own way. Focus on your purpose and enjoy your peace.
Everyone always says it's going to be okay, but no one really knows that.
Enjoy your peace, my brothers. Enjoy your peace.
It's just what you say. I just feel like it's a little bit unfair. I'm so over waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn? What did I do wrong? The thing is, I don't even want to be getting married or having kids right now, but I'm just starting to get nervous. What is wrong with me?
Girls fighting over man at singles event.
The reason why men are not going to these events is quite simple. They don't want to deal with feminists, and nearly all of the women out there are feminists. In the meantime, these men are developing their careers and hobbies and friendships. Most of these
develop your careers, learn to save, budget, and invest. Okay, I've been trying to put more and more investment videos, so please check it out. Big Bars, what's up, my brother? I've been trying to put up more investment videos, right? So please do that. Hobbies, right? Hobbies. Love yourself.
Men and not going to be married until they're well into their 30s.
I signed up for a singles event on Valentine's Day, and here's how it went. It was fun, but there was more girls than there were guys. It was definitely like The Bachelor a little bit.
Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events.
Going to another singles event, and this is my outfit.
Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
So I would love to hear from you all as to why you think men don't attend singles events.
Come with us to a Thursday event. No attractive men found.
The sad and amusing thing about these singles events is that they ask the guys to pay while women get a free pass. Imagine that. If it costs $500 for men and $0 for women, naturally there are going to be more women than men at the event. What's in it for men? The men who are there are probably more interested in a high-class professional woman who sells her services than someone they want to make a commitment to.
To know, single men, why you don't pursue anymore? What's up?
That is a great question. And in my experience, I learned really fast in the dating world that if I pursued a woman, they lost interest for whatever reason. And I discovered that if I just became a little bit more hard to get and more into myself, that I had more success with women. So to answer your question, why men don't pursue women anymore, it's because we just got in contact with a lot of bad women who taught us that's the way to be successful. And we forgot there's a small minority of good women like yourself who like the traditional pursuit, but we don't encounter enough of you. You're like the 10% of the 100 out there. So that is why men don't pursue anymore, because we know 9 times out of 10, they'll lose interest.
In the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date. It might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man. It could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date. A week later, he hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touch or anything. And I've asked my dude friends that are single, and they were like, you don't know where
Exactly. We can get rejected for free.
woman's gonna go with that story where I ain't touching nobody. And it sucks because the Me Too movement is so strong and so powerful for the people that need it, but it shouldn't ruin the maturity that we should have within intimacy and relationship.
Personally,
you know, this is a thing where personally why I have stuck to online dating, right? If I wanted to get rejected, it's less painful, right? To get rejected online than it is to get rejected to my face. So that's why I do it. But yeah, I rather lessen the impact of rejection. What do you guys think? Thank you for all you guys for being here tonight. You guys are amazing. Please like the stream, right? Please like the stream. JH, am I cutting out? It could be because of the stream connection. Hello, yeah. Could be because of the stream connection. Yes, Japan, China, Korea. Again, all these Asian countries that are experiencing feminism, they are suffering as well. All these countries that are experiencing feminism, they are suffering through it. Guys, please like the stream. It helps me out, all right? You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for all being here. My heart is cold. You know what? This is what I said, right? Like the title says, go MGTOW or go Passport Bros. That is just how it is. That is just how it is right now. You guys are amazing, right? Thank you all for being here tonight. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for checking out the Brotherhood tonight. All right? Thank you for checking out the Brotherhood tonight. Damn it. I don't know why the connection is cutting out. It shouldn't. Oh, I don't know why. Let me see if I cut some tabs. I'm going to try to close some tabs to maybe be yeah, I'm going to close some tabs. So hopefully it will be, you know, not stressful in the stream. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay. All right. So, my last video, right? I was talking about this where there is a Vogue article that has been going around that's been kind of viral, right? So we'll talk about that a little bit, but it's pretty much in essence what I'm talking about, where women have honestly just, in my opinion, for decades now, women have been shitting on men. For decades, women have been shitting on men, have been insulting men, belittling men, creating a ugly narrative about men. And it's never ending, right? It's never ending. So this is why I said, you know, at the end of the day, and this is the thing, right? Women, in my opinion, have created all these men's movement, right? Women have essentially created the manosphere. Women did. Women have created MGTOW, have created Redpill, have created Passport Bros, have created every fucking men's ideology movement. Why? I mean, how? It's because women are essentially, you know, pushing men to go to these little patches of ideology. Because how women have gone about the world, right? How women have, you know, said things, done things. It has pretty much made the outcomes that we are experiencing right now. So we'll be talking about that.
So there's this article published in Vogue magazine that I've seen people misinterpret because they're caught up in the title and not necessarily really comprehending what the person is speaking about. Number one, it's an opinion piece, okay? Number two, it's just one person's perspective, one person's observation. Number three, it's really not about the men. The men are just a tool inside of the psychological war game, okay? It's psychological Game of Thrones when it comes to other women. And let me explain. Women are never satisfied with what they have. They're constantly comparing themselves to other women, right? Feminism has become so perverse now that if you do not support other women, if you're not a girl's girl, if you're not a team girl, then they will lash out at you. If you are pursuing a relationship, whether you are married or in a long-term relationship, and your content is about that, women start to lash out. And the whole purpose and the premise of the article is how women are seeking approval and validation from random ass strangers on the internet and not being deemed male-centered or a pick-me. Because insecure, jealous, bitter-ass women who wish that they were in a relationship are lashing out and projecting. Women are constantly comparing themselves to other women. This is how you can influence them to buy shit, because women want what other women have. to the point where it's almost scary on how some women actually want to wear the skin of another woman by copying every aspect of their life. Some people call it like destiny swapping or whatever the fuck. Others call it energy vampires, because women are just moving hella weird, okay? So to the men, I promise you it ain't about you. It's really not about you being an embarrassment to the woman. It's about women seeking validation and approval of other women and not being viewed as a pick-me or male-centered. And so they are either soft launching their relationship or completely hiding their relationship, because women will go out their way to embarrass another woman with that "I'm coming to you as a woman" kind of conversation. Ask other men on how every time they go public with the relationship, other women will come flocking in their DMs because women want what other women have. A man is now viewed desirable and attractive all because he's in a relationship, and when he's single, she's not checking for him. So don't get caught up in the title of the article, okay? It's not about you. It's about the insecurities and the desire and need for the validation of the opinion.
But here's the thing, okay? Although what she said makes sense, the problem is women use men as a target practice, or as a weapon for their use. Okay, so again, how do you get this article to go viral? By using men, right? By using men as the vehicle for your for the to get your message across. Again, this is like miserable women trying to create other miserable women, right? So you use women's hate of men to now try to garner and add more women into your misery club. That is it. That is how you do it. And we have this is the problem where a lot of women are easily fooled because so many women hate men. So many women hate men. So that's why they agree with this kind of title. That's why they agree with this kind of subject. So they hate men. That's why they're drawn to shit like this. They're drawn to shit like this. Again, we will be seeing so many shit exactly that, because so many women hate men. This is why they join the misery club, right? Again, misery loves company, and these women are absolutely miserable, so they're ready to join.
What people don't understand about this Vogue article that talks about how embarrassing it is to have a boyfriend is that it has nothing to do with men. As someone that has actually read the article in its entirety more than 3 times now, I can confidently tell you that this article is more of an astute observation of women's behaviors, especially towards each other. On a surface level, this article is one woman showing her findings to other women about how women behave when they're in a relationship versus outside of a relationship towards other women. She specifically speaks on the guilt and shame that women feel in association with being in a relationship. Not because the men themselves are bad, but because of the possible ridicule that women in relationships get from other women about being male-centered. And also how far women in relationships are willing to go to rid themselves of ridicule from single women. The article gives examples of women doing stuff like soft launching a guy on social media, right? Taking a picture of just his hand on the steering wheel or blurring out his face completely. Another example is evil eye, the superstition that showing off her relationship to other women online will make those women so jealous that they seek to destroy her relationship. She even talks about how women in relationships try to both honor their relationships and appease women at the same time, which is, by the way, something I talked about with regards to Taylor Swift's recent album in a recent video of mine. There's even quotes from women talking about how cringe or embarrassing it feels for them to post their relationship on.
That's the thing, right? It's popular. It is popular to hate men. In the last, I don't know, 2-3 decades now, right? 2 or 3 decades, it is a popular thing to hate men. I think since the, early 2000s, if not a bit of the 90s, it is very popular to hate on men.
Online for these very reasons. So again, on a surface level, this article is like if one woman that is a member of the universal gang called womanhood asked the other woman in the gang, like, hey, what's up, girlies? Is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? Is that the general consensus? Is that the verdict? On a deeper level though, and this is why I think this article is hilarious to me. This entire article is a real-life example of how strong the influence of female groupthink is. The very title of this article is proof of that. Is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? As if they need the permission of other women to figure out if they want to be happy in a relationship. The entire...
I find it funny too. I find it funny, right? A little while ago, there was a video of women saying that men have a herd mentality, right? Men follow the direction of other men. Men would not like a woman, right, if other men don't like it. This is the hypocrisy of women, right? Women are saying that, oh, men would not like a woman if other men don't like that woman too. Literally, right? This article, literally the personification or, the solidification of women having a herd mentality.
The entire point of this article is the fact that women are too scared to be caught out of formation, even to the point where they will choose the opinion of other women over their own relationship happiness. They will make unnecessary adjustments in their relationship to get the approval of women that don't even know them. And you want to know the craziest, most ironic part to all this? The writer of the article herself falls for that very bias at the end of it. After making such brilliant, astute observations throughout the article, her ultimate conclusion in the end is to just conform. Just go with the greater collective of women. So in the end, even though she's smart enough to notice the influence women have on other women, she still decides to be influenced by other women. Want to know one more thing that really stuck out to me in this article, at least for me personally? How repetitive it is. The idea that women will go out of their way to make themselves uncomfortable so other women don't hate them is not a new one at all. This is like evolutionary psychology 101. An entire branch of pickup as a science is dedicated towards that. The use of pre-selection and the concept of social proof precisely work because of that concept. So for me, reading this article, it was like, it's just not...
What's up? Diddy? I didn't know that. I gotta check. I gotta look for it. I've seen some Coach Greg Adams before. Right? I've seen a few of his content. I didn't know he talked about that.
Figuring this out. It's 2025. Come on, keep up. I mean, just wait till they find out that a woman's need to align herself with a strong man completely overrides her universal gang womanhood settings. It's me, just favorite scientist, with all this information.
Or Erling Haaland, one of the best football players in all of the world, but it's not enough for him not to be reminded by his girlfriend that at first she liked his best friend more than him.
And so he was the one I did like first. And then when I saw you, I changed my view to you. And then you had a very nice song. I do think it's fake, but you don't. I asked you this question before. I asked, like, I think this is fate for us to meet. And he was just like, you think?
All right, Flash.
Now, this
seems like having a girlfriend is an embarrassment. Seems like having a woman, a modern day Western women, is an embarrassment. Like we seen it right with Stephen Curry. We seen it with so many of these, high profile men where women have no problem. Women have no problem, right? Going online and literally embarrassing their man.
This is being construed that Erling Haaland didn't know what to say.
Really? I didn't know he did a debate with Andrew Wilson. I gotta check that out. Andrew Wilson is the man. That guy he's lethal.
Say when his girlfriend admitted that she was in love with his best friend before him. And he does have a certain reaction. And obviously that's something you never want to hear. Within context, Erling and his girlfriend met when they were much younger. They were both professional football players at a young age. So they're probably around high school years in America, 14, 15. This is going pretty viral on Twitter, 30 million views. I know his girlfriend didn't mean much by it. Erling Haaland probably doesn't care either. He put it in his own YouTube video and on his own channel, but man, that's something you never want to hear. The reaction in itself is something that you can just take that as evidence. You never want to hear that. Even if it's your high school best friend, you never want to hear that your girlfriend liked your best friend before she liked you. There's just something you never want to hear. And I know you can laugh it off as a girly pop, but as a guy, that's something that keeps you up at night. Or
Women find 80% of men disgusting. Men find 20% of women.
unattractive. So that asymmetry per se means that 10% of guys get turned into dark triad narcissists because they get all the action. They got a roster of women that they're getting, and the other 90% are going dry. There's no questions. There's no personality. There's no depth. There's no reason to fall in love with a guy if he doesn't pass the looks good on the dating profile.
This tall, you make this much money, and
exactly
I'm
right.
off.
This is how it's messing up dating and courting in so many fundamental ways. That's why, by the way, relationships that start on the apps, some of them are great, but on average, when marriages occur pursuant to meeting on an app, they tend to be less stable and they feature less attraction. They're less likely to actually go through the cascade in the right direction and go to passionate, companionate, best friendship. It's a problem. It's a problem. When you mediate any relationships electronically, you're going to have trouble. You are, because we're made to be in person, because we're getting oxytocin right now through the eye contact. That's how you get eye contact, how you get true human connection with your friends and especially with your family. Women find...
That was interesting. I like that. But I also say this, right? This is the problem with how a lot of women don't realize, right? That all women's point of views, right? All women's point of view is always based on the small, select men that they are attracted to. Okay? The very few men that women choose. Their whole basis for their what they view men as, right? Their opinions on men is based on the small, select amount of men, right? It's not the majority of men. No, right? It's not even like half of men. It's a very small percent of men. They base their views on that. And see, Red Door even said it, right? That's the amazingness. Where women understand how you respect a man, right? How you go about the world. That's how you show you can respect your man, how you love your man.
Black man, what you doing? White man, get ready, we're going out on a date. You can tell a nigga, yeah, it's my son's birthday today. We're going to go out, do X, Y, and Z. Oh, tell little man I said happy birthday. How old is he turning? That's what's up. White man, here go $100. Tell him I said happy birthday. Tell a nigga, man, I had a rough day. I don't know, I'm stressed out right now. These bills is kicking my ass. Damn, me too, man. Me too. I just had to donate some plasma. White man, let me lighten your load a little bit. Make things easier for you. Black man, what you up to tonight? Oh, you and your homegirls going out? Okay, that's what's up. Well, hit me up. White man, get around on me. Something to eat too. Black man, I don't pay for hair and nails and none of that. You know, shit, I barely even pay for dates. Pull up on me. White man, get your hair done. So I think I'm going to stay right where I am. I appreciate the DMs. You can call Dr. Umar if you want to, but I'm staying. Black man.
And yet, you're still single. Yeah. Great, right? Enjoy these white men simps. Cool, right? Go wherever you want to go, right? Like whoever you want to go. And yet you are still single without a white man to marry. Without a white man marrying you. So what's the issue now then, right? You want to put down black men, right? Black men ain't tossing that dime at you, right? Black man ain't spending that cash on you. Okay, cool. Right? The white men are doing that, right? The white men are sending that cash app money to you. Okay. But where's that ring? Where's that relationship? Where's that commitment? This is a thing where you wonder why, right? Particularly white men or wealthy men. They lead with their money. Because honestly, you're nothing special. You're just someone to spend money on. They can spend money on you, possibly get some, sex with you, and they're good. No commitment whatsoever. So, ain't that something? So they'll spend money on you, use you until, you know what, you're not worth using anymore. While during that time, you're like, oh, black men, I don't want you. White men, where you at? Spend that money on me. Now, you rejected the black men. You got used by the white men. And now that you're older, not even worth it anymore. Now what? Now what?
I remember I used to make a few videos about getting my boys a vasectomy or getting them clipped, because if we have normalized to the point of women and young teenage girls can start getting birth control at around age 11, 12, 13 years old for any other multitude of reasons, but one of the major reasons is because a lot of these mothers don't be wanting no teenage daughters. I got ate up for that shit. And I still stand behind what the fuck I be saying. Boys should actually be vasectomized, bitch. Why are we so against vasectomies? Why are we so fucking against vasectomies? And why are we always so quick to defend and call the fuck out of men when it comes down to the topic of vasectomies? Because the main number thing that everybody like to say about vasectomies is about how they're not reversible. And my thing is, why the fuck do y'all want it to be reversible so bad? Are we not at a very overpopulated ass country any fucking way? Like, am I missing something? What is the obsession with wanting men to continuously procreate babies all around our fucking country? What is the purpose of wanting men to have so much access to nuts just to continuously create single mothers, just to continuously create more women and children that they love to fucking beat and kill? Like, I don't understand the rhetoric. Like, we have normalized women getting birth control so bad that we literally could care less.
Yeah, Tom Brady's ex-wife, she was an embarrassment as well. I agree.
If a woman died from tumors, cysts, endometriosis, PCOS, ectopic pregnancies, like, we are so okay with shit like that. Cancer. Do y'all not know how long that fucking list is of birth control? Like, every birth control has had a recall. Every last one of women's birth control has had a fucking recall. Every woman that I've seen that been on birth control, specific birth controls, they gain massive weight. Some women become literal infertile after having birth control for so long. I've seen women who had the next one on their fucking arm, and their arm started changing fucking color.
Yo, Bit, what's up, my brother? What's up? Thank you for being here.
One lady arm was fucking lightning. I don't ever see y'all in an uproar about that. It's always women should be overly responsible of who the fuck they lay down with and just have babies by. But nobody is promoting vasectomies, because what it is, bitch, conceiving a child starts with a man. It starts with a man. Like, I get so tired of the conversations of always wanting to blame women for bringing unwanted babies here, but it literally starts with the fucking man. And then y'all always coddle them. Y'all be so quick to be on the fucking defense of not holding them accountable. Well, I mean, she decided she wanted to keep it. She wouldn't have the decision if his ass did not fucking irresponsibly nut in her. It starts with the man. And I feel like we need to start having an uprise and having vasectomies with teenage boys. What is the problem with that? Why do y'all want grandbabies so fucking bad in the economy in a fucking country that quite literally prioritized slavery, capitalism? What is the obsession? Get them boys vasectomies, bro. Get them boys.
Insanity. Talk about capitalism, then having a Beats headphone on. Always the excuses, right? Something is wrong with her. Right? Talking about, boys need a vasectomy while you are here as a baby mama. You are here as a single mother to multiple children. And then you blame others for your lack of control, for your lack of picking. None of these men, right? I mean, it's like, oh, it starts with men. Really? Because here's the thing. Has any man forced himself onto you? Have any of the men, the father of your children, have any of the fathers of your children forced themselves onto you? Did you allow that? This is it's like, imagine if men come on here and said, you know what? I should, give my daughter a hysterectomy. Right? My daughter, my teenage daughter, a child who has no say, right? No say. This is the problem, right? Women are doing this a lot. Why do you think the trans shit is happening? Like to little kids. Women are pushing it. Women are pushing the whole fucking trans shit onto children. Women are doing it, not men. It's just the stupid, weak-ass men that are going along with it. But it's women who are pushing their children to be trans. So now, no duh that now women are trying to, not this idiotic woman is trying to push children to have a vasectomy. Like, it's not like their choice or anything, right? That is the insanity that we have. This is the stupidity of women. And then you wonder why. You wonder why women cannot lead, right? The stupidity of that. You wonder why women are unqualified to lead. To blame capitalism, to blame men. Like, no accountability.
Some goddamn vasectomies, and if you the type of mother that's so fucking worried about your goddamn child not having kids in the future, bitch, freeze his nut. Freeze the sperm. Freeze it. Like, god fucking damn. Or, of course, adoption is still a fucking thing. Foster care is still a fucking thing. Animals still fucking exist.
And yet, you didn't do it. You became a single mom because of your stupidity. Now you want to blame, right? You want to blame men. This is the problem. No accountability whatsoever. She is insane. I've said this before. Single mothers are a poison on society. Single mothers are a poison on society. Single mothers, guess what? They attract the shitty men. Single mothers attract shitty men.
Like, I don't get the obsession with wanting people to have fucking babies so damn bad. So many options out there. Even IVFs or all that type of shit. Other men out here still be having sperm banks. Like, take your ass to near a sperm bank, put that shit in your woman, surrogacy, whatever the fuck. So many options out there.
Yes, women are saying that too. Women are saying they would delete if they find out the gender of their child. This is the thing. Women are embarrassing. Having a woman is embarrassing now. Having a Western woman is embarrassing. This is a problem. Right? Feminism has made women unbearable. Feminism has made Western women absolutely not worth a damn.
Now in big 2025, but yet y'all still obsessed with wanting men to continuously be irresponsible with their sperm and just place full blame on women. It is the weirdest shit ever. I remember.
Weirdest shit ever. Literally no accountability. No accountability whatsoever. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you allow a man to finish in you, right? You didn't force that man to put on a condom, right? You didn't have any birth controls. But no, let's have mothers do a surgery onto their children. She thinks she's right. Yeah.
I still do not love that Vogue article because I think it sits on tones of shame and hate. Say what you want, but there are tones of that in that article. So I think it's time we refer back to the ancient text, which is my Korean mother. My mom has never, ever, ever given me advice about men unless it was solicited by me. Like, I partake in relationships with men, so I'll go to her for advice and then she'll respond. But unless that's the case, she won't come to me with direct input or advice about men. Her number one advice in her story to me my entire life has been to pick something in my life, whether it's a job, career, a passion. She tells me preferably something that will bring you financial security, but she will always tell me to pick something and to do it for a very long time. She's like, get married, don't have kids, have kids. Like, I don't care what you do, but no matter what, you must have something that brings you joy, that also preferably brings you financial security, and that you're able to do it for the rest of your life. I think my mother is like self-centered in the best way possible. Like, she's always been advocating for my personal life, my personal joy, my personal safety. Let's be honest, my mom did not have the best relationship with men growing up, but instead of passing down that sort of hate and that like shame she experienced, she did not pass that on to me. She passed on like empowerment and encouraging me to prioritize my life over anything else. And I think having grown up with that, it makes it very hard to look at this article as like profound or revelationary or empowering for women either. Like, I have to try really hard. Like, I have to squint very, 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 very hard to think that this was an empowering article for women.
Yeah, I mean, this is a thing where it's great that her mother didn't try to pass down hate of men to her. But, you know, to be honest, a lot of her content, like, I've seen a few content. I've seen a few videos of this woman, and a lot of her content is kind of hating men. So I don't know how great of a job she did.
I stopped approaching women after I went on a date with this girl. Movie, dinner, drinks. I paid for everything. We went back to my crib, touched each other private parts, all on the first link. We scheduled our second date a week later at this event downtown. Day before the event, I come down with a bad fever, so I cancel. She decides to still go. I was bedridden, not in the mood to cook or anything, so I asked if she could drop me off some food. She says, no, I can't. That's girlfriend behavior. So you were cool with me whining and dining you at my expense, sleeping with me on the first date, but dropping off a plate of food that I was going to pay for is where you draw the line? The dating game all messed up. Like, if a woman isn't showing interest first, it's just not gonna happen because I need to know that you actually like me. I'll stop.
You heard him, right? You would think that if a woman is having sex with you, right? First night, right? The first night she's having sex with you, that's her showing interest, right? A woman giving you her body, you would think that's showing interest. But no, right? Bringing food to you, oh, that's a no. This is messed up shit right here, right? This is the messed up insanity that women have done to the dating market. Women's bodies, right? It's nothing special, right? You could fuck her. But God forbid she brings you food. God forbid she cooks for you. God forbid she buys you something. Oh. And that's insane. That's insane now, right? Studio said, sex does not equal love. That's insane. I mean, like, again, this is the thing where this is why I've said this, right? I believe women have created situationships. I believe women have created hookup culture, right? Women have created it, not men, right? Not men. Women did. Sex does not equal love anymore, right? She just wanted some D. That's insanity, right? So this is the thing where women do not seem to value their bodies anymore. They value their labor more. That's insane to me.
A lot of women think it's a bad idea to display kindness to a man they're sleeping with. They value their sexual intimacy below getting a plate of food, which is weird because why are you sleeping with a man that you don't like? My video was about questioning the boundaries of a woman that was comfortable hooking up with me on the first date, but was appalled at the idea of dropping off a plate of food when I was sick from an event that she was already at that I offered to pay for because that's girlfriend behavior. Then what is sex? You don't think it's a backwards mentality to hunch on a man that you wouldn't do a simple favor for? Deflecting to the fact that men also do this is dumb because when did men become the bar for your morality? What sense does it make to mimic the poor behavior?
And that's the thing where women are trying to become more like men. Women are trying to become more like men. Like women just want to, fuck just to fuck, right? It's just like scratch an itch. Are you kidding me? Like, this is the thing. Women are trying to become more like men. So now, who wants to be like who?
Behavior of men that you claim to dislike. The lies and fan fiction about me in that comment section is hilarious. Someone said I was entitled and wanted a maid. Others said I didn't have a car. Someone said that I was testing her. Maybe I was just hungry. I don't know. Someone said I didn't crack her good enough, which is also odd because she was begging for more and wanted a relationship. A lot of women think it's a bad idea to...
And that's insanity, right? That's insanity. Where it is insane. Where this is the thing where you imagine this, right? If women do not value their bodies, right? Women don't value their bodies. They just want to scratch an itch. They just want to have sex. Why would men value it? Why would men value women's bodies? Men don't, right? Let's just scratch an itch. Let's just have sex. This is why men are fine with situationships. This is why men are fine with friends with benefit. Why men are fine with hookup culture. Because women do not value sex. Women do not value their bodies. So men just fine with using it. Right? And that's why the other women said, oh, you know what? Men should get a vasectomy. Why? Women don't give a shit. Women don't give a shit if men like mess up their pH balance. Right? Women don't care. Women don't care if men use their bodies. So, I don't see a problem. Women don't give a shit.
Did y'all see that guy on here who was complaining about the fact that he took a girl out and on the...
Oh, God. She's so fucking... She's talking so fucking low.
First date, they went out to dinner, they had drinks, they went back to the crib, they did adult activities, and then fast forward like a week, they were supposed to go on another date. He ended up getting sick. And then he asked the girl, hey, can you bring me food because I'm sick? And she was like, no, that's girlfriend activities. And he got mad and caught an attitude and was like, basically saying, so you'll link up with me, have sex with me, do this and that, but you won't bring me food. And he basically said that that's why he stopped dealing with women. And honestly, I said that I agree with the girl because I'm not your girl. Why would I do that? And I feel like a lot of...
You're not my girl. Why'd you bring me food? But you're not my girl. You let me tap it. You'll literally let a stranger enter your body. Right? You're not my girl. You'll literally allow a stranger enter your body. You don't know what he fucking has, right? You don't know if he's like dirty, disgusting, whatever, but he can enter your body. Your body. He can enter it. But God forbid you bring him food, right? God forbid you do something that, you know what, does not really affect you like that. But him entering your body, that's okay. And then you wonder why men don't mind using women, right? You wonder why men don't mind using women's bodies. Men don't mind objectifying women. Women don't care.
Men get things like this twisted because they automatically associate sex with like obligation or like ownership. Even if it's casual, it's like...
No, men equate that. If you're having sex with a man, you would think that she likes him. You would think that she wants him, right? You would think that if you allow a man to enter your fucking body, you would actually want him, right? You actually have some feelings towards him. That's what men think. If you are fine with a man entering your body, you would think that she is actually interested in you.
Sex does not automatically mean girlfriend. And I know that that's what people would like to think it means, but that's not how society works anymore. And I said also that...
Not how society works anymore. Guess who changed it? Guess who changed it? Guess who allows it? Guess who's pushing for it? Women. All right? Sex does not mean relationship. Sex does not mean commitment. Sex does not mean love. Sex, hell, like Big Bar said, sex doesn't even mean that you like her or she likes you. Ain't that something?
I feel like a date, going out to dinner, doing adult activities, all of those things are mutually beneficial, meaning y'all both got to touch each other, y'all both got to eat, y'all both got to drink, and
yeah, but he had to pay for it, right? He had to pay for her meal. So that's not mutually beneficial. It's not mutually beneficial when you pay for yourself and you have to pay for her.
You sit here and argue, oh, well, he paid for it, he's a man, he's supposed to. Like, I'm not even about to sit here and argue with y'all because...
Oh, okay. He's a man and he's supposed to. So she's a woman, she's supposed to cook for him. Is that how it... This is the fucking hypocrisy of women. This is why. Oh, having a boyfriend is embarrassing? No, having a fucking Western woman is an embarrassment. Right? Having Western women, having your modern fucking Western women is an embarrassment. Right? Oh, he's a man, he's supposed to pay. But oh, God forbid, you're a woman, you're not supposed to cook? Oh, is that misogynistic? Is that misogynistic that I'm holding women to their gender roles when women hold men to theirs?
At the end of the day, if you're a man and you're dating, that's the expense that you just have to pay. You didn't buy her care and her like servitude to you just because y'all had dinner and y'all linked up in that way. And it's like, if you really want her to like show up for you in that way, you kind of have to create a space for that. It's like right now, the space that you created is giving very much hookup. It's not giving relationship, it's giving very much situationship. It's like, I really just don't like how a lot of men try to make it seem like they got bamboozled or like it wasn't mutually beneficial to them, when at the end of the day, you took her on the date in hopes of getting access. You got the access, and now the transaction's over. Why do you feel like this is a continuing thing just because y'all did what you did? And at the end of the day, me personally, I agree. Like, if you're not my man, I'm not about to be dropping you off no food, and I'm not about to be taking you nowhere. Uber and DoorDash exist for a reason.
Transaction, hookup culture, situationship. It's fucking women's fault. It is fucking women's fault. Right? Right? This is the problem, right? This is why the Pookies, the players, the bad boys, the Chads, the Tyrones, right? This is why those men, you don't see those men saying shit about women. Because those men are benefiting. They only care about fucking women. That's it. That's it. Right? They only care about putting that notch on their belt. Good men, proper men, men that, you know what, wants to try to build something, men that wants, you know, something more, you know, commitment minded, more special. It's not for those type of men, right? Modern day Western type of dating is not for those men. Right? She definitely does, right? She definitely does.
That's why you will buy a dog and die alone.
Until you believe that a man not being driven, being in control of his own life, respecting women, and improving your life tangibly makes him an unfuckable loser, you will continue being manipulated and neglected and abused by men. That's it. That's the message. Until you believe that a man not being driven, being in control of his own life, respecting women, and improving your life tangibly.
Improving your life tangibly. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Right? Okay. I wish you luck. Find your perfect man. I wish you luck. I'm not bad. I don't come on here to bash women. I wish you luck. Leave these women alone. Right? Let the Pookies, let the Chads, the Tyrones deal with them. Leave these women alone. They're not worth, right? They're not worth it. Go ahead. Go find your perfect man. Go deal with the Pookies and see the result of that. Go for it. Because this is the selfishness of women. Improve your life tangibly? What do I get? What do men get? What do good men get? Attitude? Selfishness? Ego? High standards that, you know what? When you are fucking low value, she's done, right? Don't deal with these women. Not worth it.
I'm an aggressive, dominant female, right? So how do I get a guy to break those walls down?
Aggressive, dominant females. This is what we're getting, right? This is what Western men are getting. Aggressive, dominant females that we need to fucking break the walls down. All right? Imagine if men come on here and said, I'm a feminine, weak man, and I need a woman to break these walls down so I can be my masculine self. You think women will be jumping at the joy for do that? Right? I've said this, brothers, don't fucking do it. Having to, like, my last girlfriend, right? Having to break those walls down is fucking tiring. It is tiring. And there's no guarantee that you broke these walls down. Or at least you broke these walls down completely. Do not get with women where you have to break these walls down. Do not get with women that are overly masculine where you have to make them feminine. That fucking shit is BS.
Put the shoe on the other foot real quick. I just want to, note what this be sounding like to me. I can't wait for a woman to come along and bring me into my masculine era. I mean, the right woman to really motivate me to really protect and provide for her. Because most of these women done had me in my soft era for so long that I don't even know if women are really worthy of bringing out my masculinity. So I really got to trust the right one in order to be the man that I'm supposed to be. Who dating me? I say some shit like that.
Well, you know what's crazy?
Who with me if I'm saying that me being a man is contingent on you being the woman that you're supposed to be? Like, be realistic. You feel me? And again, this not to knock my beloved. I don't know her, and I don't know context.
Fucking knock her. This is the problem. I hold these women accountable. Be upfront with them. Be blunt with these women.
Actually, what she means by having walls up, you feel me? And that's why I said I'm trying to be gracious. But I find
having walls up is the trauma she's experienced from the men she chose, right? The walls are the trauma of dating shitty men that she has chosen. Those are the walls. Now you have to prove yourself, right? You have to be better than the men she has chosen. You have to now prove yourself to be better than the man she have chosen in her past. You have to be better. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Too often, especially because it's popular rhetoric that a lot of women will rather choose to place their healing, to place their progress on the backs of a doing what he's supposed to be doing. Like ladies, bruh, because again, I find it more with women. Take men out of the center of your life and see what that do for you.
I'm an aggressive, dominant female, right? So how do I get a guy to...
Yeah. Fuck that shit. Stick with the pookies.
I'm glad we're finally waking it up that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. But you know what else is embarrassing? Having straight male friends. I cannot tell you the amount of cool, interesting, just all around like perfect people that I've met who have some stereotypical dickhead straight male friend that automatically makes them look 10 times less cool. And the funniest thing is that this straight male motherfucker will be their closest friend despite the fact that they stand for all the things that this person supposedly is against. Like, please tell me how you are some super woke left-leaning person, but your best friend is a white guy who's in 12 different racist group chats. Shit don't be making no sense. These straight men friends are making y'all look crazy. I'm glad we're...
You know, this is something that I don't understand. Why do women even desire to have male friends? Right? Particularly women like this, right? Leave these women alone. Don't even be friends with these motherfucking women. Do not be friends with these feminists, with these modern day women. Do not even be friends with these women. They are unbearable. They are miserable. Right? Do not be friends with these women. Don't. Leave them alone, please. Right? They're unbearable. I hope that they will be single and alone without male contact for the rest of their life. I hope it. I wish them that life for them, right? Because that's what they want. That's what they deserve. I wish you the best. These women are miserable people. Miserable people.
Woman to woman, men are fucking boring. You know the time that you love spending with that man? It's because of you. It's because of your aura, your presence, your energy, your vibe. Girl, you are funny. You are beautiful. Stop thinking that it's the man. It's literally you. So if that man's a piece of shit, why the fuck are you with him? And if you miss that man, you don't miss him. You just miss spending time with yourself because you're so fucking hilarious and so fucking funny and you're so fucking beautiful. Please, stop hanging out with these literal boring pieces of shit. Woman to woman.
Yeah. She looks miserable. She fucking is. Leave these women alone. All they know how to do is hate on men. All they knew how to do. Yeah, system. This is the thing. Leave these motherfucking bitches alone. These women are miserable. They want you, right? And they want women to join their misery. Join in their misery club. Leave them alone. Right? You don't even know these women, but yeah, there's so much. These women are so amazing. They're so amazing. Yeah. I said this, right? 4 years, right? This is the narrative that women are trying to build, right? This right here is the narrative that women are trying to build. Literally. They're trying to validate other women while they're shitting on men. They want other women to be alone with them. Right? What like I said this before. They're supposedly happily single. Guess how they could do that? Because they have more single women around them. Right? Imagine, and I've seen this before, imagine if all the women around her had relationships. Now she's alone in her misery. Fuck that shit. She would not want that. She would not allow that. Women would not allow that. They would not allow to be alone in their misery. They need you to join with them. Okay? Like Red Door has said, right? This is an amazing woman. She has created a generations. She has kids, grandkids. She has created a generation, right? She has created families, created many people. That is the power of women. But women like this who are miserably single, they cannot find a man that they want because they're stupid ass high ass standards. Guess what? Fine, they'll be happily single alone, but they need other women to be happy, to be miserably, happily single along with them, because then it will make it worse for them, right? If other women around them are happily in relationships. So women like this need other women to be single.
Men are fucking boring. You know the time that you love spending with that man? It's because of you. It's because of your aura, your presence, your energy, your vibe. Girl, you are funny. You are beautiful. Stop thinking that it's the man. It's literally you. So if that man's a piece of shit, why the fuck are you with him? And if you miss that man, you don't miss him. You just miss spending time with yourself because you're so fucking hilarious and you're so fucking funny and you're so fucking beautiful. Please, stop hanging out with these literal boring pieces of shit. Woman to woman, men are
why having a boyfriend is in fact embarrassing. As everybody now knows, British Vogue came out with the article that says having a boyfriend is embarrassing. And if you follow me at all, you know, facts. Having a boyfriend do the bare minimum is embarrassing. And in 2025, the bare minimum is at most what you're gonna get. Now again, this is not all men, but 99% of them. In my
99% of men. 99% of men are doing the bare minimum when almost half of men are single. When almost half of men are single, but 99% of men are doing the bare minimum. Interesting. Women are miserable people. They are absolutely miserable. Like I said, leave them alone, right? Walk away, right? Men should be going their own way.
opinion, most men in 2025 are guilty until proven innocent. So they start out on the guilty scale and they can prove with their actions if they are one of the good ones. And most...
Don't prove it. Don't prove it. Walk away. You don't need to prove anything to these fucking bitches. You do not need to prove anything to these fucking bitches. I'm sorry, right? I don't usually call women out like this, but I'm tired of this, right? I'm tired of this fucking shit. You do not need to prove anything. Leave these women to the fucking players. Leave these women to the fucking pookies, right? Let these women become baby mamas to the fucking players. You don't need to prove shit. All you need to do, right, as good men, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, improving yourself mentally, physically, financially. Get your fucking passport. Go around the world, right? Get your fucking passport and go around the world. Or go MGTOW. Go your own way. Focus on your own happiness, right? Focus on your hobbies. Focus on building some friendships, right here. I'm creating this fucking channel so I can build a brotherhood. I'm focused on this channel so I can build a brotherhood. Because of fuck these bitches. Right? Fuck them. You don't need to prove nothing. Walk away. Let these women, right, suffer in their misery.
Of the time, they never make that leap. The desirability of a man has always been and will always be in his ability to provide. In 2025, they see that as simp behavior, or why would we do that for you? What do you bring to the table, being women? And it's just not a desirable thing. Why would we want to be with you? Why? Tell me. If we're making our own money, doing all of the household chores, taking care of the kids, it's actually easier when you're not around to make the mess that we eventually have to clean up.
All right. Leave them to the pookies. Fuck it. This is why I'm so fucking happy when I hear women say, where are the men at? Why are men stop approaching? Bitch, it's because of you. Men are done. It's only the pookies, right? It's only the pookies, only the chads, only the players, only the bad boys. They don't fucking care, right? They're not listening. So fuck it. You now have the pick of the fucking toxic ass loser men to choose from. Go for it. Go for it. You want to take care of kids alone? You want to take care of kids alone? Fine. Go for it. Right? Take care of your deadbeat men's bastard kids. Go for it. Right? Go for it. You want to just deal with the pookies? Fine, go for it. You want to just be a plaything, a sex object for the players? Sure. Right? While good men, they focus on themselves, focus on being better, and then find fucking women outside of the fucking country. Or women that, you know what, are better suited for them.
Mental toll of having a man in your life and thinking, is he cheating?
That's why I think so too, right? And this is why I promote men to go their own way, right? There's going to be a time, right? There's going to be a time when women are going to have to approach. Women are going to have to pay for dates because they're the ones approaching. They're the one initiating. So women are going to have to woo men. And this is why, right? This is why men are the prize, because women are going for the top tier men. Top tier men, right? Best looking, best height, good amount of wealth. Well, guess what? Since you are going for the top tier men, I'm willingly watching these women, all right, fight for these men. It's funny to watch. It will be funny to watch these women complain, oh, men think they're the prize. Well, you want the best man? That's what's gonna happen. Right? You want the top tier man, right? Well, go for it.
On me, what is he doing behind my back? Probably doing all the micro cheating. Let me go through his phone. It's too much for us now. The ladies have decided it's embarrassing. And the hundreds of thousands of people, women mostly, who have commented on this and been like, yes, queen, it is absolutely embarrassing, is not staggering to me at all, because it is. Now, am I saying if you got one of the good ones that he's embarrassing? No, but I am truly saying if I meet a man, prove to me that you are not one of the bad ones, and I guarantee I will be proven correct that you are. But if something bad happens, 99% of the time, it's towards a woman by a man, and we have literally just decided to opt out of dating. It's embarrassing. Like, why would we do this to ourselves, to be in these humiliationships, situationships? They don't provide, they don't bring any value to our life anymore. It is absolutely wild, but I love that women are actually coming to the front of the class and being like, yeah, no, it is in fact embarrassing. Like, we're all embarrassed for you when you say this is your boyfriend, knowing that behind the scenes, he's DM'd us 49 fire emojis. It's crazy. I love you. Why?
She doesn't love you. She wants you to join in her club of misery, right? All these women want other women to join in their club of misery. Go for it, right? Men won't stop you, right? Go for it. Go right ahead. Go join, right? The sisterhood of misery. Go for it. I'm promoting, right? Stay single, right? Stay single for the rest of your life. I don't promote men to approach women. I don't. Not on this channel. I've said this. Don't approach. Women say no, don't do it, right? Don't even approach. But if women say no, fine. Walk away. Focus on yourself, right? Focus on yourself. Focus on your happiness. Focus on your contentment. Focus on bettering your life. Get your passport. Explore the world, right? Explore the world. You know, one of the things, a friend of mine, okay, he pretty much found his girlfriend while traveling, right? He found his girlfriend while traveling, and we had, what is it? Right? Richard said he found his girl, Filipina. This is the thing. Go around the world, travel. There are more women out there that will more likely appreciate you than these fucking miserable ass women. So don't suffer with these women. Please don't. Guys, thank you for all being here. Please like the stream. It's helpful, right? Please like it. If you guys enjoy, if you guys want to support, please subscribe. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here.
I'm literally having a mental breakdown, but I kind of...
Thank you all for being here. All right. All right, let's check out some more. Let's check out some more videos. Again, I said this in the beginning of the stream, right? I said it in the beginning, where all these videos are just showing me why men need to walk away. Men need to stop approaching. Men need to just let women suffer in their misery, right? Men just need to walk away. Focus on yourself, right? Focus on your own happiness. Focus on your own improvement, right? Focus on being the best version of yourself, right? The best mentally, physically, financially, right? Be the best version of yourself. Focus on yourself. Stop dealing with these Western ass women, right? These modern Western women. Go MGTOW, right? You focus on your hobbies. You focus on improving yourself, or get your passport, travel the world, experience the world. There are more women out there, right, than these miserable ass women. So
I'm literally having a mental breakdown, but I kind of just had this epiphany that maybe these women didn't meet like Mr. Right or the perfect man that just fell from the sky one day. Like, yeah, maybe the guy like treats them well, like treats them like a human, but I don't think these women actually like met like the most perfect man ever. I think a lot of women just accept bullshit and tolerate bullshit because it's tolerable. Like, they're not like asshole men, they're not abusive, but they're not great, like these great men, you know what I mean? So maybe that's why, like, when you feel like you can't meet someone, it's because you just have higher standards. Like, I think I'm onto something here.
yeah, you are the next member of Women's Misery Club. You are the next member of Women's Misery Club. I should make a fucking membership card for women, right? I should make a membership card. You know what? I'll maybe make merch, right? Right? You are the next member to Women's Misery Club. Join it. Like, if you're not a perfect man, she's settling for you. If you're not a perfect man, she's settling for your BS. If you're not perfect, you're not good enough. Women's standards are perfection, right? Yeah, you told me. Yeah, you said it. You said it, my brother. You said it. And that's the thing, right? Like I said, the more I hear women's idiotic rhetoric, right? Women's idiotic opinion pieces, the more I'm prescribing. Either go MGTOW or go passport, bro. That's the only choice for modern good men. That is the only choice for modern good men. Go MGTOW or go passport, bro. Because these fucking women are miserable. Now, I'm not saying that all women in the West are terrible. No. The problem is it's a growing poison. Okay? So why would I say that? Like, look at this, all right? This video, 97,000 likes. 97,000 likes. All right? 3,000 comments. 97,000 likes. It is a growing poison. Feminism is a growing poison. Selfishness is a growing poison. Ego, right? Narcissism, all growing poison in women. It's a growing poison. Being egotistical, being narcissistic, being selfish, it is a growing poison. Hunter, what's up? Women don't care if we go this or that. We weren't their choice anyway. Exactly. But this is a thing where I'm not saying what women care or not, right? Let women suffer from their consequences. What I care about is what men do, right? Because I've said this before. Nobody cares about men. Women don't, men don't. But fucking here, on this channel, I fucking care. On this channel, I fucking care, right? So I want men to be happy, be content, right? Have self-respect, have self-love, right? Don't deal with these women. I don't hate women. I'm not hating on women, right? I wish them luck. I wish these women luck, right? Go look for your perfect man. Go search for your perfect man, right? I hope your standards are fucking so high it reaches the fucking sky, right? I hope all women's standards in the West are so high it reached the fucking sky. I would never tell a woman, lower your standard. Lower your standard, sister, right? Girl power, no. I would never tell you to lower it. Have fucking high standards. I wish you the best of luck. But what I will say is for men, care about yourself. Respect yourself. Want to improve for yourself, right? Gain that self-respect. Gain that self-love. Be the best version for yourself. Either go MGTOW, right? Stop dealing with these women in the West. Focus on your own happiness, or passport, bro.
A masculine man needs to know when to come into his feminine to pull his girl out of the fit that she may be in. And a lot of the times what men do, period, is if a woman gets into a tiff, because we have to remember, masculinity keeps track. Oh, I've showed up every day. I told her I loved her yesterday, today, this morning. You think you're doing a good job. But that one time you didn't say, I love you on the phone, we're over here like, damn, does he love me? Like, and that's just a natural thing, by the way. People could say, well, she's insecure. You can say whatever you want to say. Why does a baby cry? Why does a dog howl? Why does the sun come up in the east and go down the west? It's just the way that it is. And we get to emotionally regulate that. But oftentimes, what do men do? Men say, well, why are you so upset? What did I do wrong? Don't you see that I did? Now you're trying to run off the track record, not realizing that femininity lives in the now. How do I feel right now? And if you can't come to say, oh, damn, baby, you know, you're right. I meant to say that I love you. I mean, I don't even, then she can come out of the fit and get away from the wrath and come back into flow of,
that's passive aggressive.
No, it's because we're looking at patterns. Why are we looking at patterns? Because we're checking for safety. We are always testing, am I safe here?
Whatever causes you to take the history of peace that I've given you from whatever time, right? Obviously, if I'm your man at this point, we've got at least 7, 8, 9 seasons of qualifications that made me a person that you could lead with. And because one spike or decrease in femininity makes you all of a sudden question your security, then maybe you didn't feel safe here.
No, that's
you
not
have
the truth.
you have your own work to do.
But
what I'm supposed to do as a man is be like, you know what, babe, I understand.
This is exactly why men and women fight, because you're going to logic and she naturally goes to emotion. What you're saying?
Do not allow women, right, to push you into emotion. Live fucking logically, right? Do not condone, right, women pushing you into an emotional state. Do not, right? Don't fucking cater to women's insanity. You are the fucking leader of your life. I'm not talking about what women do, right? Let her fucking do what she does. But you are the leader, the master of your own fucking life. Do not allow women, right, to push you into emotional states, right? Be as much logical, be in a logical state as much as you can. Do not allow this fucking insanity into your life. It is bringing chaos. Live in your peace. All right? Live in your peace. You want to be fucking emotional? Go fuck with your girlfriends, right? Go talk to your girlfriends. You ain't bringing this shit around here, right?
Makes sense, okay?
Of course it does.
Everything that you're saying makes sense
Thank you.
logically,
Right.
but emotionally, it doesn't make sense. And even a regulated woman, because it is natural. Why does a dog bark? I don't know. Why does a woman feel the way that she feels? I don't know.
No, it barks towards the talk, right? It's like, why do women feel the way they feel? It's because we allow it, right? We allow women to just be chaotic. We condone it, right? We cater to it. We pamper it.
My only problem, I understand the spike, and I
Yes.
understand that at some point she will get back to center and realize that she was safe. But what is my role other than offering a safe space for her to regulate her own feelings? I'm not going to come in here and pander to you on that day and be like, oh man, my girl.
Why does
I'm
it
more
have to be
I'm more
pandering?
inclined.
Why can't you just love your person for who they and how they
No,
are?
because it takes a lot less energy and it causes a lot less confusion if you process your own emotion as you give it out or shortly thereafter.
When you say women live in the now, it's almost like saying, what have you done for me lately?
No,
this
it's
is like,
not
bro,
that.
I don't think I've done.
I don't know. Year 3, season 2. Babe didn't text me, I love you back. I don't know if I'm safe.
If she feels because she's emotionally dysregulated based off of an action that happens because she's in the now, it's really fine to say, baby, I'm feeling a little insecure because you didn't slap my booty. Like, what's up?
So that's what I'm saying.
Now that's her
Filled it in a
opportunity.
little bit.
Now you have.
Yeah. Oh, baby, I feel insecure because you didn't smack my booty. Oh, baby, you're smacking my booty too much. You are sexualizing me, right? You are sexualizing me. You treat me like an object. You are, you are what? You are taking away my bodily autonomy. It's the fucking hypocrisy. It's the fucking delusion. Do not, right? Fucking deal with it. Women will put you, right, in insanity. Women will bring chaos into your fucking life. Be logical. Don't deal with that shit. No, bitch. No. I ain't falling for your insanity. This is the problem. Women will create highly chaotic situations. Oh, you didn't smack my booty today. Okay, fine. I'll smack your booty. You keep on smacking my booty. Right? You're sexualizing me. You're taking away my bodily autonomy. Bitch, what the fuck do you want me to do? Do you want me to smack you or do you not? Right? Do you want me to be emotional or do you not? Stop with that bullshit. Do not deal with these highly chaotic women. These women that can't even regulate their own emotions, right? That don't even fucking know what to do. These women that are all over the place. No. Women like this love chaos. They love to create drama. Why the fuck do you think women predominantly watch fucking reality shows? They love fucking drama. Do not fall for that shit.
The opportunity to meet her where she's at to pull her out of it. You know what happens? No, turn around right now. Let me slap that. Whatever that is. And now you're fixing her.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
So you can have full access to me and my body, but there's something wrong with me for asking to have full access to your pockets, knowing you don't have a bunch of money in your. So you can have full access to me and my body, but there's something wrong with me for asking.
Exactly. Stoicism is the only antidote to chaotic women. Fucking right. Do not let a woman, okay, get you out of your emotion. I've said this before. Stoic men are the most emotionally intelligent of men because these are men that are regulating their emotions, in control of their emotions, right? Men know that when you are highly emotional, you're irrational. You're out of control. Shit can fucking happen when you're overly emotional, whether it's whether it's extremely happy, extremely sad, extremely mad. This is the shit where men know that emotions are hard to control.
To have full access to your pockets, knowing you don't have a bunch of money in your pockets to begin with. And this is the crazy thing. Even when he is your man, he doesn't think you should be asking him for money. Sometimes even when he's your husband, he doesn't think you should be asking him for money. So if I can't ask you for money when we're dating, I can't ask you for money when we're in the relationship, I can't even ask you money for when we're married. At what point in time, since you value your pockets and your money so much, Am I supposed to require something that's valuable to you to give to me when I've already been giving you something that's valuable to me? These niggas don't love you. These niggas don't even like you. And you're mad because the women are understanding that these niggas don't love or like you, and women are protecting themselves by either asking questions like, where's the money at? Or having higher standards so you don't be bothered. How are you the one pressing and begging somebody to give you their body, but getting salty because they ask you for money or they ask you to show that you like them or care about them because you had poor intentions to begin with? You didn't really like her. You just wanted her box. You just wanted something to bust on. And you're mad because she knows you don't like her and she defended herself? There's no way you care about women as people, but you're always looking for ways to take advantage of them. You're always looking for ways to extract anything that they have. And you're never willing to give because the women know that y'all don't like them and they don't deal with y'all because of it, and y'all don't change and become better people, but y'all get mad at the women who y'all pursue that y'all know y'all don't want to be with, y'all don't like, y'all don't want to have families with, you don't want to marry, and those women are saying, leave me alone, I don't want no parts, I don't want to be bothered. And now you're calling them all types of itches and hoes because they know that you don't like them. Y'all have zero intentions of giving to the women y'all deal with. That's why y'all get mad when the ones that you want either reject you or they require something else. They require for you to show that you care about them or you like them. You're mad because the women aren't easily manipulated anymore. You're mad because the women are not dying to get married anymore. You're mad because it's harder for you to get a consistent woman. You're mad because the old tactics aren't the new tactics. The old ways of getting a woman aren't the new ways of getting a woman. You're mad because the woman got smart. They got hip to the game. They are no longer allowing themselves to be used and abused because now you got to be a decent person and y'all don't want to be that. Y'all just want to be yourselves and y'all want to be able to get women easily like your grandfathers and your uncles and your dads told you could. That's not the era that you grew up in. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Women are asking y'all for money because y'all are asking them for sex. So if you can feel comfortable enough to ask me for sex, I should definitely feel comfortable enough to ask you for money. But y'all don't like that because y'all want to be in control and y'all want to dominate women. You don't want to love them. You don't want to be with them. You don't want to take care of them. You want to dominate them.
When you don't even value your body, you think men will value it? You give your body to every Pookie and Chad and Tyrone out there, and you expect men to value it. That's stupid. Right? Now, I said it. Leave them alone, right? Leave women alone. Now women only have the Chads and Pookies, the Tyrones to deal with. Don't deal with these fucking women. Don't. Okay? Oh, you're no longer used and abused? Okay, great. Great for you. But kind of funny that women still complain about being used and abused. Kind of funny. So what is it? Are women so smart now? Are women so smart now? Or are they still fucking stupid? I don't know. Sounds like they're still stupid. Right? Sounds like they're still dealing with shitty men. Where's your results? Where's the results of you dealing with higher quality men? I don't see it. I see that women are still dealing with shitty men. So show me the results. That's all I care about, right? If you are dealing with top tier men, high quality men that want to commit to you, that want to put a ring on that finger, I stand corrected. But seems like women are still dealing with shitty men. So what is it? Have you gotten smarter or are you still stupid? I really want to know.
What's really scary, it's the fact that there's men out there who will have a whole different personality around you, act a certain way just to gain access to you and use you for their own benefit. And that is what's really scary. That is what's really... And I do hate how men are always like, well, you're choosing the wrong man. It's really a skill issue, this, that, the third. When there are men who literally pretend to be something they are not to gain access to you. I don't think a lot of men realize that there are men like that that exist. Do y'all know that there are men like that that exist? Why do they exist to do things like that? And I do have homeboys, and I had homeboys in the past. I've had a homeboy who literally showed me the ways that he thought and how he manipulated women. Like, I saw it. So it made me, like, literally, I was like, this is so scary. And really was because it stemmed from him being hurt. So, like, the way that he would try to fill that void was by hurting women back. It's just nuts to think, like, I hate how men are always like, well, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's like, how is it our fault when there are literal predators that walk among us? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm supposed to be genuine, nice, and caring, all these things, while also being, like, have my guard up, also being super smart and, like, a cold-hearted bitch at the same time. Like, pick one. Because it's really fucking nuts how people will lust over you and then be something that they're not to gain fucking access to or to keep you around. People will keep you in their life to literally suck the life and energy out of you. It's nuts. What's really scary.
You know why it is your fault? Because one, right, the last video, she said women are smart, right? Doesn't seem like it, right? It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like women are that smart. But why it's your fault? Because at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, you cannot change others, right? The only thing you can affect is yourself. I've said this before, okay? I could blame my ex, right? I could blame my ex for fucking up my life. I could say that she was a terrible person. I could say a whole lot of shit. At the end of the day, what is that for? I 100% believe in accountability. I fucked up. I chose her, right? I chose her. I choose to ignore red flags. I choose to ignore my gut. I choose, right? I choose to ignore, okay, things that I shouldn't have ignored. It is my fault, not hers. I don't blame my ex, because here's the thing. How does that help? How does that improve yourself when you blame others, when you make excuses, when you do not take accountability? Because again, at the end of the day, only thing you can control is yourself. That is it. If I can impart anything on other men, right? If I could impart anything on any other men, is that at the end of the day, fuck it, right? Focus on yourself, because that's the only thing you can control. Learn accountability. Learn self-reflection, because honestly, you blaming others, how does that self-improve you? Right? So for me, knowing that, you know what, I take fucking 100% onus on my fuck up, that I chose a woman that I shouldn't have chosen, then I can learn that, you know what, that was a red flag I ignored. That was a red flag I ignored. That was a red flag I ignored. Right? That helps me. That improves me. But when you, right, put the blame on other people, you will ignore that, oh, you know what, you will probably make the same mistake again and again and again. Then you will be the bitch that's coming on here and saying all men are cheaters, all men are liars, all men are this, all men are that. This is why I said I do not hate on women. You may think differently, you may think I am, but I'm not. I hold them accountable for the fucking shit they say, right? But I don't hate on them, okay? I don't hate on women. This is the point where you need to learn what you did wrong. Fuck what other people did. It doesn't matter. It doesn't improve yourself. You will be a forever victim if you think like this. Here's a woman that lacked vetting skills. She couldn't pick correctly. This is the thing where if you listen to women actually talk, explain shit out, I guarantee you she picked the Chad. She picked the Tyrone. She picked the Pookie. You should have fucking known this man would have been a liar. But because you make excuses like this shit, you don't know. You wouldn't know. You couldn't discern correctly. And this is a fault. I will not be a fucking victim, right? I will not be a victim. I promote all men. Do not be victims, right?
Somebody said the truth is I'm single because I don't want to have sex. And when I tell y'all, like, I do not want to be touched. Like, everyone just wants to touch me. Like, I am so cool. Like, I don't even remember the last time I even, like, craved a hug from somebody, from my man. Like, it never gave that. Like, I don't know. Once you really close up shop, once you really close up shop, like, you will never really reopen. Like, this might just be my little life of mine. Like, I don't want to be touched. I don't want to have freaky happy time. Like, I don't want any of that. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't know. Like, it just, thinking about it makes me feel so uncomfortable. And I know I'm dragging it, but when you really sit there and think about it, like a man's presence in my freaking seat right now, like, so what you trying to do? Nothing. Like, actually get out. Like, please, you're scaring me. Like, everything about a man just scares me right now. Like, I don't want nothing. Like, I don't want anything from them. I don't want a conversation out of them. I really don't want them to look my way. Like, I've been feeling this for the last for months now. Like, really, and it's just escalated into like it was like a soft dislike. Now it's like a hatred. And I can't tell nobody that. So, like, anytime someone comes up to me, I'll be like, okay, I'm fine. Like, I'm healing. I am been healed. I have been healed, y'all. I just don't want to, like, say, oh, please get away. I don't want to be touched. Somebody said the truth is
144,000 likes. 144,000 likes. Over 3,000 comments. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Right? I believe, right? The men that are watching this, I believe the men that are watching this are good men. Personal opinion, right? I believe the men that are watching this are good men. They are respectful, loving, good men. Okay? Leave them alone. Don't deal with these women. Let these women live in their misery. I wish you the best, right? I wish you the best of luck, right? You don't want men anymore? Cool, right? I wish you the best of luck. Stay single, right? Don't deal with men. Decenter men. I wish you the best of luck. This is why I promote. Raymond, what's up, my brother? Women really don't like sex. I don't think so, right? Out of both genders, it's usually women that create sexless relationships. This is, again, why I stopped dealing with Western women. Stop dealing with Western women. Stop listening to their bullshit. Stop. I wish you luck. I wish you luck in your misery. Yo, Artie, what's up, my brother? What's up? Stay away from these women. I wish them luck. Goodbye. Right? Because us good men, focus on ourselves, love ourselves, respect ourselves, focus on being the best version of ourselves, focus on being the best physically, the best mentally, the best financially, right? Focus on the best version of yourself. And then either go MGTOW, right? Go your own way, focus on your hobbies, focus on your likes, focus on your life, or go passport, bro. Explore the world. That's how it is. You're allergic to them. I'm getting there too. I am getting there too. This is why I said this. Leave these women alone. Leave these women to the pookies.
Seeing this, it is meant to find you. Only baddies will see this, and I'm convinced that baddies watch these videos. If you aren't following me and you're a baddie, I don't know what you're doing, because that's what we are here. Anyway, if you get fumbled by someone who is not on your level, less than you, it's because they can't hold a baddie down. They know they can't bag a baddie. I have seen this happen to so many of my friends. It is actually crazy. They are the most gorgeous, unbelievable baddie. You'd see them and think it. You'd see them on the street. Yet, go out with weasels and the weasels can't hold them down because they know deep down that they're not good enough. So maybe the person that's ghosting you isn't for you. You're a baddie and know that they can't handle it. If they were for you, would be treating you like the baddie that you are. Convinced they're gonna fumble the fuck out of a baddie that they know subconsciously they can't handle. It is self-sabotage. Speaking from experience as well. Seeing this, it is meant to find you. Only baddies will see this.
This is the validation that women do online. This is why women are creating other single women. Baddie cringe. What's up, coffee? Exactly. This is the problem. Like, oh, you're a 10. You're a goddess. You're perfect. You're queen. This is the fucking narcissism women are trying to push out. Right? You're a baddie. Right? You go, girl. You're a queen. You're a 10. This is the insanity. Women are trying to create, right, other delusional, narcissistic, egotistical women. Right? So now you have a misery club filled with narcissistic, egotistical, miserable women. All right, misery loves company. So, you know, here's a baddies club that women are trying to create. Go for it. I wish you the best of luck. All right? Of course, you're such an amazing woman. That's why these men don't want you. No, it's not because, you know, you have a shitty personality. It's not like you're egotistical. It's not like you're narcissistic. It's not like you have unrealistic standards. No, because you're a baddie. You're too good for him. Yeah. Fucking whatever. I wonder, DA, what does when they say date on your level mean to you? I'm just curious. What do you think? What does date on your level means is date in your delusional level, right? Because here's the thing. Imagine these women saying, I'm a 10. So date on your level. So you're now only dating perfect men because you think you're perfect, while any man that's below you, not on your level. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
I think every man should get off Instagram. I think that it's an app for the girls, and I think that men...
Yo, Coffee said it, right? Nobody hates happy women more than other women. Fucking right. Right? Women need other women to be miserable. Okay? Women need other women to be miserable, especially single women. How do you think can they promote and continue the happily single propaganda? How? Because they need you to be miserable, that you need to stay single so you can join the fucking club. Right? That's how.
And ruin it. Especially when you're dating a man that's chronically... I think every man should get off Instagram. I think that it's an app for the girls, and I think that men ruin it. Especially when you're dating a man that's chronically online on Instagram. Why are you doing all that? How do you know to mute my story so you don't see it? How do you clock when I don't like your pictures? Like, let's make better use of your time. Maybe go, like, read a book. And I'm not saying if you're online, you're not reading, but if you had time to check to see if I liked your Instagram post, you have time to read a chapter of a book. Or maybe go outside and touch some grass, because that's insane. I think for the sake of relationships, it's either one person has to be offline for it to work. I don't know, we just are living in a hookup age and culture where people just think that liking stories and liking posts is like a really true sign of intimacy. And it's all fake. It's all fake. If a man is sliding into your DMs, he is also sliding into 7 other people's DMs. How do I know that? Because I do that. Anyways, I think every man...
That's the insanity right there. All right? I mean, this is what women want to peddle. All right? This is what women want to peddle. What's good for me shouldn't be good for you. Right? What I want for myself, you cannot have. All right? I mean, it is okay for me to be online. It's not okay for you. You need to go read a book. I don't have to. You need to touch grass. I don't need to. Bitch, who are you to say anything? All right? Who are you to tell men what to do? This is it. This is the thing what women got to do. I got to tell you what to do. You need to listen to me. The narcissism, the ego. Leave these women alone. The California accent.
Have y'all seen that thread on Twitter of men showing receipts, basically of women like begging them for money? When I tell you, I've been dying laughing at that thread for like days now. I can't believe it, but I'm actually on the man's side when it comes to this, because the way that some of these women are begging men for money, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a pick-me, and I totally feel like a man should be paying for a lot of things. But asking a man for money and you've only known him for 2 days is just, it's wicked. Really hurting my heart, y'all. I'm hoping that majority of those women actually hate those men and they just want them to stop texting them. Because if there's a man that you don't want him around and he refuses to leave you alone, I'm telling you, the quickest way to get rid of him is to ask him for some money. I promise you. It works every time like a charm, okay? Ask that man for some money. Now, if he's annoying and won't go away and you ask him for some money and he send it and he still don't go away, then you got another problem on your hands. And I'm going to say that ain't really a problem. Ugh. I have the hardest time asking a man for something. Like, I would rather you just do as opposed to me having to ask. But it's females out here really asking men, like, I'm talking about not even saying good morning first, just straight out, like, I need this. Like, as a woman that takes care of the majority of all of her own responsibilities, I don't really want to have to ask you for this, and that. Like, I would rather you, after observation, like, see how I live and then just add to that. Am I crazy? Maybe I need to get out here and start dry begging, asking for $50.
It's kind of wrong to show receipts. Ain't gonna do that, but it's kind of funny, you know. You know what? I don't mind. It's great that men are showing receipts, but this is a thing where at the end of the day, we all know. We all know these women dry beg. We all know these women are begging for money. Now, I support women, you know, go for it. You know what? I hope more women would ask men for money to weed out the simps and the men that have self-respect, right? So you don't want to deal with a woman that's asking for money? Walk away, right? I'm a big supporter of women just asking men for money because I'm walking away from it, right? You want to ask me for money? I'm good. I'm good. I don't really know you. I ain't sending you money. So I'm good. That's my thing. You know, I ain't dealing with women that are asking men they barely know for money. Because here's the thing. I'm not a man who's begging women for her body when I barely know her. That's me, right? I literally have rejected women because they want to have sex the first night. I'm weird, right? I'm a weird man. I'm sorry. I'd rather get to know someone, you know, so that's my basis. I don't promote that for all men because, you know, we all know, you know, a lot of men want sex. Me, sex is great. I love sex, but I don't really like one night stands. It's not my thing, right? One night stands, emotionless sex. It really is not my thing. I've done it in the past and it's really not been that enjoyable, right? Me personally, the most enjoyable sex I had is someone that I deeply love, right? I'm a weirdo. So I admit that, but that's me. So whatever. Demisexual. Mm-hmm.
Friends on this, friends on that. Why do we never talk about the fact that for the other person, they were genuinely looking for a friend and instead you have romantic feelings for them? Because as someone who's usually on the other end, like I'll meet someone and I think they're a really cool person and I really vibe with them as a friend. And I'm so excited to become friends with them because I think they're
what link?
A really interesting and fun person. And then as we start talking a little bit more and just hanging out with each other, I'm like, wait a minute. And then it's this like weird middle ground where I'm trying to figure out like, oh, are they interested in that way? And like, oh my God, like if they are, like, how do I communicate to them that I'm not interested in that way? And then it's also like a little sad because it's like,
oh, no. All right, we do panels on Wednesday, right? Wednesdays. I don't usually do panels on, you know, no, not on Monday. Right? I would do panels on a Wednesday, right? So watch out for Wednesday stream.
Oh, what if I tell them that I'm not interested in them in a romantic way and then they don't want to be friends with me anymore? Like,
oh, but guys, right? If you guys want to join, right? You know, I do a panel on Wednesdays, right? So Wednesdays live streams, I do panels. So please check it out, right? On my main channel, right? My main channel, Devil's Advocate, right? The link to my main channel is in the description. If you guys are watching on my my second channel, right? Devil's Avocado. So I welcome anybody who wants to join, right? If you guys want to react to videos along with me, all right? Please join the live stream on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays live stream, I have a panel show. So please check it out.
That's just something I have to accept. But it's like, if you're disappointed that you're in the friend zone, like I'm also disappointed that you.
This is a thing where coffee says it, right? It's not never going to happen. But here's the thing where I find it kind of ridiculous. Okay. So imagine this. This is how men think. So if I think you're good looking, right? I think you're cute. I think you're attractive. and I like your personality. Why wouldn't I want to date you? Why wouldn't I want to date you? Right? Why wouldn't I want to date you? I already think you're attractive, and I like your personality on top of that. So why wouldn't I want to date you? It is a logical thought process. For women, the problem is women find most men unattractive, right? Women find most men unattractive. So even though they like your personality, they don't like how you look. They don't find you attractive. That is the insanity of women. No problem, my brother. Have a good live, right? Have a good live. Let me. Because she's a Western woman. Exactly. Me personally, right? Me personally, I think it's rare for men and women to be friends. I think it's rare. The only way it could happen is that both parties do not find each other attractive. That's the only way, in my opinion, right? Both parties do not find each other attractive.
Are not entirely interested in being friends with me. Also, like, I love my friends. I adore my friends. And so it's not like some conciliatory prize. Like, my friendship isn't some kind of conciliatory prize of me not wanting to be romantically, like, in a relationship with you. I genuinely think it's so precious to be able to be friends with you, and I really want to be, and you don't. Friends on this, friends.
But this is the insanity, right? This is the insanity with a lot of women. Women constantly said, "Oh, I want my boyfriend to be friends, right? I want to build a friendship with my boyfriend." Bitch, you have men in your friend zone. Exactly. I agree. Trent, I agree. It has to be beneficial for both, right? So, but that's the thing where, you know, a lot of these women don't really see it and understand that.
I need you making more money. I need you taller. I need you more muscular. I need you more charismatic. I need you more interesting, more multifaceted. I want you to be Tupac with a PhD. While simultaneously, we're seeing women being allowed or being championed for mediocrity.
In what ways? Talk to me.
You're beautiful at any size. It wasn't that you had a bad attitude, it's that they were too small. It wasn't that you were intolerable, you were unbearable. He just wasn't man enough, right? So at the very same time, it seems like, especially in our community, our women are being encouraged to be less and be celebrated for being less, steadily, consistently becoming less, while the men are being discriminated against for not being superhuman.
What are your thoughts? Comment below.
This is a thing where women push men to be better. Women want men to be better. Women want men to be almost perfect. While women don't understand that, what are men getting, right? Men are either getting women older. Men are either getting women with kids, with high body counts, with more attitude, with terrible personalities. What are men getting? It's like women have higher expectations, lower value, right? That is the insanity. So it is insane. We go back to all the videos I'm saying. It is insane to say, oh, having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Yet, is it great to have a modern day girlfriend? Right? All these Western girlfriends, you think it's that great to have them? All pretty much what women are best for is their body. That's it. Women complain about cooking and cleaning. Women complain about childcare. So what are fucking men getting? Right? Women do not want to take up the responsibility of childcare, of domestic work. Right? They barely want to take up the responsibility of providing. So women expect men to still provide. Women also expect men to contribute to the household, contribute to the childcare. Right? And then what are men getting? What are men getting? Right? Fully provide, half of housework, half of childcare. You give him attitude. You create sexless relationships, sexless marriages. No, men, it's like men are accepting the bare minimum. Men are settling. But because men are desperate, that is why men accept whatever. And this is why I promote men have self-respect, have self-love, right? Be the best version of yourself. If you are happy with your life, if you are content with your life, you will not allow a woman to come in and fuck it up. All right? If you are happy with your life, if you're content with your life, if you are on your journey to be the best version of yourself, you will not allow a woman to come in and fuck your life up. Please have some self-respect. Please have some self-love. All right? Men are getting cooked. I agree. This is why I said it, right? I said that men need to get some self-love, self-respect. Stop with that bullshit, right? Stop settling for whatever. Stop being desperate. I get it, right? The dating scene sucks for men. It sucks. It really does. Dating is hard as shit for men. It's reality. But what you can do is stop putting women on a pedestal. Leave them alone. Leave women alone. Leave Western women alone. Focus on yourself. Focus on bettering yourself, right? Bettering yourself mentally, physically, financially. Focus on your own happiness that doesn't deal with women, right? Do not center your happiness around women. Do not put women on a pedestal. Don't. Focus on yourself. Learn, right? Learn. Either go MGTOW, where you're just not dealing with Western women anymore. You focus on your own happiness, your own enjoyment, or get your fucking passport. Open up your dating market to the world. Right? And if you are at your best financially, at your best mentally, right? At least financially and mentally, you can handle, right? Opening your dating market to the world. So, guys, that's it for tonight. That is it for tonight. Thank you guys, right? Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for coming by, right? Please subscribe if you haven't. Please please check out my other videos, right? Please check out my other videos. Comment if you guys can. Please like if you guys can. You guys are amazing, right? Coffee, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. Trent, thank you for stopping by. Laughing Man, I love you, my brother. Laughing Man, I love you. Artie, thank you for being here. Sissum, my brother, thank you. Raymond, you're amazing. Hunter, thank you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Red Door, my sister. I love you. I love you, my sister. Thank you for being here. Big Bars. You're amazing. You're amazing, my brother. Studio. Clue Studio. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Bit Scaled. Thank you for coming by. I love you guys. Thank you guys for showing support. Right? M, my brother. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming by. Richard, my brother. I love you. I love you. Thank you for being here. JH, thank you for being here. PA, my brother. Thank you for being here. Apollo, you're amazing. You're amazing. Becky, we'll leave you alone. We will leave you alone. All right? All right, you guys are amazing. All right? I hope you guys have a good night. All right? Rabbit, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. All right? Please, again, check out my other videos. Please show some support, right? Help me out. Check out my other videos. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. It's always helpful, right? You guys are amazing. You guys, I love you guys, right? Thank you for being a part of the brotherhood. I'm creating a brotherhood with these channels, all right? So show my love, show my support. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. Later, guys.